Serrano. Bones to domes, boy, the intention is not to hurt you, it's to murk you. If you go against me in the square circle, let my hands do the talking, I let you do the verbal. Eat this knuckle sandwich that a Chico about to serve you. Better listen up, the other team been talking tough. DJ Tony grabbed the mic cause this dude will not shut up. Ain't no standing name count, but I think I've had enough. In the famous words of Jeff Houston, time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Bones to dome, it's time to knuckle up. Take me up, I've been throwing uppercuts. Bones to dome podcast, turn me up. It's time to knuckle up. You know it. With DJ Tony, time to knuckle up. Jeff Houston, it's time to knuckle up. I am Vince Serrano.
It's all
time
about
to
you.
Youngest in the yacht club.
It's
time to knuckle up.
It's about how you make yourself different from the rest.
It's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up.
What's going on, everybody? Bones to Domes is live worldwide on Facebook Live. And, of course, I am Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston. I am awaiting my partner in crime, DJ Tony. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties at the beginning of the show. We're also a few minutes late because of those technical difficulties. We apologize for that. But happy Tuesday to everyone. Man, I feel naked without my partner in crime. You know, maybe that doesn't sound right. I think I need to think of another way to put that, so let's put that off. What's going on, everybody? Just Bones to Domes. We are back in the saddle, ready to go. We have got two guests coming your way. We got a lot to talk about. We've got upcoming Bkfc Prospect Series, which is going to be at the Salisbury Center this Friday night in Manassas, Virginia. And it's going to be a fantastic card. We've got 9 fights scheduled for BKFC Prospect Series. And, of course, the only way you'll be able to check that out is, of course, to check out the BKFC app. Or you'll also be able to check it out on Fubo TV, which is now an official provider for BKFC. Also, guys, we are spreading all over the place when it comes to how you can watch BKFC. You can watch BKFC through Fubo TV, but you can also check it out on Amazon Prime through the Freevee channel. How cool is that? I mean, there's just so many different ways that you could check out Bones to Domes. Everybody's coming in. Guys, I promise you, DJ Tony will be joining us as soon as he has that technical difficulty figured out. I can promise you that. Well, usually we have a little bit of banter back and forth, but unfortunately I'm going to have to forego that banter, and we're going to get on to our first guest. Our first guest has got the main event slot on Friday. He's going to be taking on Brandon Shavers, and it's going to be a badass fight. Mr. Stanislav Grosu. Hey, Tony, did we get that fixed?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
No, I don't think we did. Not as of yet. Okay. All right, Stanislav,
Okay,
what's shaking, bacon? How you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm good. Stanislav, can you hear me?
Unfortunately, we're not getting any audio on you.
Yes, I can hear you. See, he can hear me, Jeff. It's just you.
All right, guys. It looks like that those technical difficulties are continuing throughout the day. We're still trying to get some audio on our good friend Stanislav. Once again, we apologize for this. Tony, whatever you can do to bring our main event in so that we can not have to lip read.
Can you hear him?
Trust me. The only lips he's going to be after are the ones that he's going to be smashing on Friday. He could be smashing some lips. Well, who knows? I mean, you know, he might be a lucky guy after the fight. You never know. I mean, I'm just fucking with you. All right. Let's try to see if we can get this man amongst the verbal. Because I can only do it for so much, man. I mean, this is a, let's see. All right, guys, we are still working on those technical difficulties. Stanislav, give us a couple words, see if we can hear you.
Yeah, Tony, I can hear you, both of you.
Not as of yet. I know. I apologize, brother, man. You know, we just got you as a oil painting.
Yeah,
we got you as an oil painting as of right now. Well, a moving oil painting. I mean, that's all right, but you know, we're trying to get this technical difficulty figured out. And once again, guys, we apologize for that. But for some reason, the audio is not our friend today.
Can you guys hear Jeff?
Tony's talking to me about all different kind of things, but I'm really trying to master lip reading. But when you got a mustache, Tony, it makes it a little bit difficult because then we don't exactly get to see. And we can see Stanislav's, enjoying the commentary that I'm providing as of right now. But we're going to get you in. So let's see if we can possibly get that done. I know that the world is ready to hear what you've got to say and what you've got to say about your main event coming up. So, Tony, get this man talking. I am ready to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody's saying everybody can hear him but me. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
You are
Okay.
the bad guy.
All right, let me try. All right, so the problem might be on my end. Well, no, Stanislav can hear me, right? You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yep.
Let
me try a few other things, see if we can't get this going.
I can, anyways, while because he can't hear you. How you been, brother? How's everything going?
I promise you I am trying.
You're talking to me? Tony.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm excited. Can't wait.
Trying so much.
How's Virginia?
There we
It's
go.
nice, man. Yeah, in the morning
all different
was
kinds
snowing,
of things, ladies and
but now
gentlemen, trying to actually get
nice.
this done.
I don't know what's going on.
So he can, Tony, he can hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like I'm the only one who can't hear anybody.
You wanted me to
That is
kick
weird.
you? I'm gonna try to kick him out, and
I'm trying to get this working.
that was me. I'm gonna try to bring him back in. See.
Okay, let's try it again.
What about now? Can you hear us now, Jeff?
No.
I guess not. Anyways, yeah. So I'll be out there. Well, I'm trying to come out there tomorrow.
Yes, I have tomorrow. We have scheduled at 2 p.m. like media stuff, photos, kind of.
Oh yeah, Jeff. You got to do your posters, sign the
Yeah,
posters, all
Yeah.
that. Do your weigh-in check. Then I think you got to do another weigh-in check at tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Normally. Just to
Yeah,
make sure you're on weight.
Tuesday. I think the opening is Tuesday at between 12 and 2. I think the weigh-ins.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now, Jeff? I guess not.
You don't.
I heard. Is it snowing out there?
Yes, in the now it's nice. Now it's nice outside, but in the morning it was snowing.
Yeah,
The schools was closed. Everything was closed. Like everyone's scared, but after 2 hours, everything was sunny outside. It's nice.
Friday. Out here in Florida, it was like 70 degrees. So
Oh shit.
So it was nice. But yeah, I'm supposed to be riding out there in the morning. The bare knuckle fan page,
Yeah.
extreme fan page.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we're gonna all ride up tomorrow. So take the ride up to come up there tomorrow. Come watch you guys. I won't be DJing, but I'll be there as a fan and come and watch everybody.
Oh, okay, but who's gonna be the DJ? Because they did ask me about that song.
If you wanna send me your music, I'll get it to the people.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
No, but so the thing is, did they send you a website?
No.
To use the website?
You know what?
All right,
No,
I'll send it. I'll send it to you because you got to pick from a specific website because I think the whole show is gonna be free on YouTube again. So because of that, you guys are not allowed to pick like the regular song like you normally do. You had a good one last time when you picked Nas.
Okay. Now I picked one from my country, like kind of hip hop. Like if you know Daniel Gitze, the K1 superstar from Romania, he used to have that song when he work out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be allowed. Okay, if not,
no, yeah, it's probably not gonna be allowed. There's a specific website that you guys are gonna have to use. So I'll get it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody was complaining that they had to pick from that website, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with them.
Okay,
Can you hear us now, Jeff? Jeff. I don't know what's going on with Jeff.
1, 2. Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Jeff. I'm gonna mute him.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll just leave him there just in case if he pops back up. But what have you seen any of the fighters? Anybody yet? You're at the hotel already?
No, man, I'm in my house. I'm living. I'm close. I didn't see anyone yet.
Where in Virginia do you live at?
Ashburn.
Ashburn? Okay. I used to
Like
live in Herndon and in Sterling.
Sterling, like 12 minutes from here. Like my gym is in Sterling. I drive 12 minutes, and Herden is like 30 minutes, 25. It depends on what side.
Yeah, I used to go to the mall out there in Sterling all the time.
Oh yeah, it's nice. The more tonight I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there with
What
my son. He was like,
what is it called again?
say again.
What is the mall called again?
I have no idea how you call it. I know it's the big mall every time I go there, but I don't know what the name.
Dallas Town Center.
Dallas Town Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dallas Town Center. When you said, I remember. Yes, it's Dallas Town Center.
Yeah, my uncle used to work there in one of those like Hollister or American Eagle or something. So I used to go
Uh-huh.
there all the time.
Oh, okay.
Because he used to have a hookup at the movie theaters across the street. One of his friends
Ah,
worked there, so I used to always get free movie tickets,
okay.
and I would go there all the time.
Like, but from Manassas, I'm like 35 minutes from my house to Manassas. I used to live in Manassas, but I moved like a couple years ago.
Nice. When are you moving to Florida?
I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't know. But in couple of years, I know now because I just have a baby, the third one, like 2 weeks, and we're gonna stay here like for another couple years. My son started in the school, and pretty much all my job is here. Like everything I have around here. I don't think we're gonna move to Florida, but never know. I don't know.
You do construction out there, or what is
Yeah,
it do you do? I forget.
yeah. Remodeling.
What remodeling? Nice. You
Yeah,
have your own company.
yeah.
What is it called?
Semi construction.
Can you hear us now, Jeff?
She's testing.
I hear him typing.
Yeah, it's typing.
I don't know. I'm just gonna text. I'm just gonna tell him just to ask you questions, and since you can hear him, I just won't be able to reply, and then I'll just ask you.
I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear. Damn, what the hell? Hold on one sec. Can you still see me?
No.
1 second. Oh, my bad, man.
No. Okay. I'm gonna do the podcast by myself now. I can
No, I'm here. I was just trying to send him a text. I can't do both. I tried to do it off of my phone because he said that he couldn't hear me. Maybe if I go back to Jeff, I don't know what the hell's going on. The whole time I thought it was me, so I got off of my laptop, tried to go on one iPhone. It didn't work on that one. I tried to go to the other iPhone, and the whole time it was Jeff.
Oh yes, because I could hear you like when you came in. I could hear you. I could hear Jeff, but he couldn't hear us.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let me try to go back in on my laptop, maybe. I don't know what's going on.
But I don't think it's you because
Oh, now you can hear me double.
oh
Hold on.
like Jeff. Oh, now I can.
Holy crap, I can hear you.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God. How about that?
Yeah. Tony did something. I don't know.
Holy crap. Okay. 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 There we go. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I actually can. Oh my God. DJ Tony has a voice.
There we go. Now.
Oh, like.
Oh, there it goes again, and there goes my voice.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Hold on.
There you go. All good now? Anyway. So how's the fam? How was everybody doing? I know you said you had to put the kids to sleep, Grosu. How's being I guess being a dad again? How's that feel?
Yeah, it feel good. Like it's the second daughter. Like nice.
I feel you. I have 3 daughters, so
3 daughters. Oh
yeah.
Wow.
I have 12, 11, and 10.
Nice.
Well,
Now I have like my son is 5. The first daughter is 1.5, and this is like 3 weeks. But it's nice.
you have only 2 kids?
3.
Okay.
I have
you said 3.
5 years boy.
Man, they grow too fast. My oldest daughter, she's about to be 13 in May, and yeah, I'm not ready for it at all.
Oh my goodness, man! I left my parents. I left my house when I was 15. Like I went to different country. I went to Romania, and after that I came here. Like, yeah.
What do you love? What do you love most about being a parent?
Everything.
Good answer, man. Good. Who's your favorite kid?
Say again.
Who's your favorite kid?
Stupid question. All of them. It's not.
It's a trick question.
Come on. No, like, but like you're getting tired, but you have fun. Like it's nice.
Yeah. How old is your youngest? You said you just had 2 weeks.
3 weeks. Yes, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh man, you're not getting no sleep. So how is that being in camp? I never really thought about that. How I don't think I've ever asked anybody that. How is it being in camp and still having to be on those dad mode? Still have to get
Now I could like you have a
Jeff, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
All right.
We'll take it.
We are cooking with gas. Finally, it took long enough. Shit, Stanislav, please accept our apologies in regards to the technical difficulties, man. We wanted to really get into the guts of who our main event is, and I know that you guys are talking about the wonderful world of parenting, and but I wanna step aside for just a second, and I want to go ahead and talk to you about what's coming up. Main event opportunity, but an interesting main event opportunity because it's a main event opportunity on our Prospect Series card. And it's an interesting concept that we have now that gives the next generation of bare knuckle fighters that want to cut their teeth before they come on to the main card. You've got all that main card experience. You know exactly what it's like to be on the numbered cards. You've been with us for so long as of right now, but you got a good opponent in front of you. Brandon Shavers, 1-1 with Bkfc. What's your thoughts about going into this fight?
Man, first I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like especially now it's home. Living like 5 minutes from there. I was living in Manassas, but I moved. But I still have a lot of people with there. Like about my opponent. Come on. Before they won the first fight, I have him like fight. I have he's good. tough his fall. Like he got experience, but I got more after 6 fights.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
And you know you've got that big fight experience. You know exactly what it means to toe the line, and more importantly, you know what it means to be in shallow water and deep water. You know you've swam on both sides of the pool. You've been those deep waters, and you've survived through those deep waters. You know Brandon Shavers. You know I mean you know he's a good up and coming fighter, and it's a solid main event. But if you were to impart any advice to those who are going to be debuting on the prospect series, and they're looking for the contract with BKFC, what kind of advice would you offer for the debuting fighters?
Just give everything what you have. Like fight your ass off. Like don't pull back, because like most of the fighters like are gonna be the first fight for them, and they are thinking they know how to fight BKFC, but they don't. Because I was thinking the same when I had my first fight, but after the first fight, I changed my mind. What means BKFC? What means boxing, kickboxing, mixed
Mm-hmm.
martial arts? That's different. Like bare knuckles is different. Like just be you, be strong, don't step back, go for it.
I think that's practically the advice that our fearless leader, David Feldman, tells you guys each and every time at the fighters meeting when he gets an opportunity to give you guys the pep talk. I love the pep talk because the pep talk always ends with one very simple phrase: fight your asses off.
Yes,
Fight
yes.
your asses off, and such. So, Tony, can we hear you now?
Can you guys hear me?
Hell yeah.
Oh my
There
God.
we go.
Oh my God. We have a fucking show now.
I had to work some magic, but I don't know what I did. I just clicked on everything and then it just started working. So,
What have you tried turning it off and on again?
I literally went from my laptop to both of my iPhones back to the laptop, and I don't know what's going on, but oh well, it's
Time for
working
an
now.
equipment upgrade for practically on both our ends and such. But Tony, exciting stuff going on here with this particular card. Stanislav getting the main event opportunity against a hell of a fighter. So there's a lot to discuss about this particular card up and coming. But Stanislav, I know the key is to not look past what's in front of you. I know that, comes first and foremost, but I'm going to circumvent that rule for just 1 second because I am interested with your experience with BKFC. You get the W on this. Do you have an idea for who's next?
Man, definitely I want Mandel. Not because he's the champion, and because he's the champion, I want to become a champion, but because he beat my first fight. And I didn't have this experience then. And I want to try with the experience I got now of him. And because he's the champion and I want that belt. But I'm okay with anyone. If you want to give me Perry, I take Perry. I want that fight. If you're gonna give me Jake Paul, I'm gonna take Jake Paul. Whoever who's gonna come from UFC to BKFC, I take. I honestly, I don't care. Just you can give me a big names. I'm ready for that. I know I'm not a name yet. I will. I will be. I will become a name. But I'm ready to fight anyone. I'm ready. Just give me whatever you want. I'm gonna sign. When I signed with Mandela, I didn't even know who's. I just signed. When they was asking me if I want to fight, and they told me I gonna fight Brandon.
You got
I said yes.
Doug Coltrane saying that after you win your fight, he'll fight you for the number 1 spot since he just fought for the belt.
Come on, I'm okay. When he fought Mandel, I said I am not gonna wish to Mandel good luck because he's gonna destroy this guy, and that was happening. He like knocked him out. Like what I can tell Coltrane, he got a little heart, a little small. I have a huge heart, and he didn't want to get up to fight Mandel. He was scared. Come on. And when I signed with Brandon now, when they was asking me, you was asking me if I want to fight, I said yes. I I didn't process. when I came home, I called my coach and I said I signed, but I didn't know who is he. Like they told me I'm gonna fight. So, but it's like tell me again his name because I wanna watch him. I was working when you was asking me if I want. I said yes. Like, come on, like, like give me whatever you want. I'm gonna take it. Just give me a names. Like, come on.
No, give him anybody the way that I see it. I mean, Tony, you have shaken this man's hand. It's like shaking RoboCop's hand, man. He's got like 400 foot-pounds of torque in his friggin' hands, man. Every time I shake my hand, I'm like, you do realize that you're injuring an old man here, Stanislav. You're hurting my hand. No,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited as you should be, because I think that this particular fight gives you an opportunity. You're saying that you want to make a name for yourself. You're saying that you want to fight the names. I think that this is an excellent opportunity for you because you do so many things. Number one, you solidify yourself as a legitimate contender in your weight class. Number two, you show the upcoming next generation bare knuckle fighters how it's done. You kind of give them kind of like a little bit of a blueprint session for them to see, hey, this is how it's done. You know, when your ass is from Sterling, Virginia, by way of Pruteni, Moldova, man, you just you kick ass, take names, and you don't ask questions. So there's a lot of opportunity just in this prospect series. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I like this is giving me more energy, man. I know, like after this fight, I'm gonna have more doors open, and like honestly, I don't, I don't see him beat me. Like it can happen. It can happen. It's a lucky punch, you know. It's like a bad. It can happen, but come on, I'm gonna knock him out bad. Like, uh, I don't know.
What do you see? First round, second round? How do you see it going?
No,
I see.
I never go for knockout. I never looking for knockout. Like especially in the first round. In the first round, I like to see him what he does, what he's like.
Yeah, yeah.
If he's gonna jump on me, maybe it's gonna be first round. I don't know, but I'm never trying in the first round. If I see the opportunity, every time I go in the second round. But if he's gonna pass the second round, he's gonna give up in third round because his cardio is not good. His heart is small, like I said, is a little scared. I don't know. I'll say no more than 3.
Okay.
If not, I'm gonna make him suffer. Like 5 rounds, I'm gonna make him suffer. Like I
You
don't know.
You like taking them deep, don't you? You like taking them deep, don't you? You like
Yes,
taking them
like
deep.
I
Man.
don't
No.
know if you know, but in one of my fights, my jaw was broken. I had the
Oh,
jaw
I
broken.
remember. Yeah, I remember.
And
Yeah.
I didn't give up. I was mad. Why the referee stopped the fights? But come on, if he wants to stop me, he need to put me sleep. If I
Was
gonna
that
sleep,
against
there's nothing I
Kelly?
can do. But if I gonna be there, I don't know.
Was that the one against Brad Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, I remember that.
I saw. I feel like shit. Something is wrong. But come on, that is not gonna stop me. But you know.
Is that the worst injury?
Yeah, was that an awkward punch? What caused that? Was that just like an awkwardly placed punch? I mean, can you point it back to how
No,
it?
I was watching the fight a lot of the times to see. I don't know when. I don't know how.
Okay.
This guy, I don't know.
Yeah,
When I was like,
the
oh,
jaw
maybe
is
this
weird.
punch, maybe that, but I found
Yeah.
out after the second round. I think is something wrong because he been in the third. I think after the second round, I said something is wrong. But okay, let's go.
Is that the
Love it.
worst injury you've had so far, fighting wise?
Yes. I have ribs broken when I practice Muay Thai, but that is not that. Like dishonestly, yes, the worst one.
Okay.
Do you know why the worst one? I couldn't eat 6 weeks.
Hey, at least he knows. At least he can pinpoint that one.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
What are
Man.
you most excited about main eventing in your own, basically in your own hometown? You're only
I know
15,
that's
20
gonna be
minutes away.
exciting.
How does that
Like-
feel when you got the call from Nate?
Like I'm proud. Like man, like I came like for far away. I came here and I'm the main event in this city. Come on, like that. I'm proud. Like not a lot of people from my country or from Europe, for example, are moving to United States and I get the main event.
Yeah.
And
That's a very good point.
I'm really proud.
That's good, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see the fights or see your fight. I always like DJing your fights in particular because up until your last fight, all your fights before that, you let me pick your music.
Yes,
So
because I said, like, for me that is not that important. Like, come on, I want to fight. Like, put
Yeah.
whatever you want. But for that fight, my wife says, "Stas, you wanted that? Okay, let's make it what she wants. Like, let's do it."
Ooh.
So normally I pick I'm from New Jersey. So I pick like a New York or something like that for you, New York song. Or normally it's always Wu-Tang. I normally pick Wu-Tang for you because you know Mike and Mish,
Yeah.
Mike Mission Accomplished. Mish he loves Wu-Tang. So I always tell him, I say, anytime you fight, I'm gonna play a Wu-Tang song, and then I always tell him, I say, Wu-Tang's about to come up, man. Wu-Tang's about to come up. so because of that too, you became one of their fans just off the music, and then obviously because of your fighting as well. But yeah, I always liked that. Every time I was like, oh, I get to pick his song. All right, cool. I already know. And then last time you were like, no, sorry, I'm picking my own song. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah. And now,
but you still picked the good song. You picked a song that I didn't expect you to pick when you told me that you wanted Nas. I was like, oh, okay. I still like it.
Nice.
Nice. So you said that you were going to try to go with someone. Is he like a really famous artist where you're from right now?
Yes. And that song is like one of the Romanian fighters is his workout song. And I gonna do that. If they're gonna allow, they're gonna use that. If not, you pick one.
R&B rap style. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
it? Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
So you said last time your wife picked the Nas song for you?
Yes. She said, "Stas, do you like it? Like, listen, like, oh, it's okay. I like it. Let's do it."
Yeah, I definitely would have thought that if you were gonna pick your own song, that it was gonna be like you just said, like something for this fight, like something from your country or something like that.
Yes, I picked that song because in here are gonna be a lot of people from United States, but there are gonna be a lot of people from my country too.
Nice.
They
Watching
like
as well.
That song, like everybody say like, "Oh, can you pick that?" And I like that song too. But for like before this fight, it doesn't make sense like to pick because it was just me there. But now are gonna be a lot of people from there. Oh, let's pick that.
Yeah, I wish. Like I said, I won't be DJing. I'll be there, but I'm not going to be DJing. But yeah. So I don't think that they can play anything that's going to be music that people know. Everything that they're going to be playing is going to be like the last Prospect series. I don't know if you watched the one in where Taylor Starling fought against Jenny Savage. If you noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but all the music was
royalty
like rock and roll the whole time.
Yeah.
Royalty free.
Yeah, it was royalty free because of the fact that it's shown on YouTube. Because
I believe that this one's going to be the same way. Because I've had people message me. Even today, I had one of the other guys, the co-main, Cameron Bandcamp, messaged me and was like, "What's going on with this?" They said that I have to pick something from this website or whatever. I'm the co-main. How come I can't pick my own song? I was like, number one, I'm not going to be there. Number two, it's because it's on YouTube. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. I know that sucks. I know that sucks and such. But this is only our third Prospect series. It's brand new and everything. And I know that a fighter's walkout music is very symbolic. There's big symbolism behind it, get you pumped up, get you ready and such. But in the end, I know it's just all about when you toe the line and you knuckle up, man. I mean, that's the most important thing. And what's going to happen from that? You get the W on this one, and you won't have to worry. You won't have to worry about the Prospect series, man. You're going to be headlining the numbered cards. You've been with us long enough and everything like that. I think that this is just a really good opportunity for you to shine in your neck of the woods. In your neck of the woods. Yeah, he doesn't look too happy. Or did we lose his audio now?
He's reading.
Oh, okay.
So besides fight camp, obviously I know you said you just had a kid. Do you guys have anything planned for this summer for a vacation or anything?
After the fight, if I gonna be okay, if I gonna still be pretty, we're planning to go. We are planning to go to Chicago.
To the cold.
I never been. We want to go there. Like
Really?
like everywhere. We're gonna go.
Oh,
there, we're gonna go there. And we've never been. Like I said, after the fight, if I gonna be okay next year, we're gonna go.
You're going at a time throughout the year.
Time to go.
Woo! It's cold up there. It is cold.
Man, it's cold from you. From the country I'm coming is more colder. Like
that's true. Although it would probably be a touch more colder. I don't know, man. The Windy City, man. I mean, I'm from Rockford, Illinois originally, which is a suburb of Chicago, about 2 hours outside. So the one thing that I remember when you go down certain streets downtown, if you're going up like a steep incline, you can actually stand and lean, and the wind will hold you up. It's so friggin' breezy that the wind will actually keep you from falling. It's like trust game with the wind. It's crazy, man. But there's a lot to see. It's a really, really cool city, man. I love Chicago. You're gonna love Chicago, man. That's a fun place to visit.
Okay.
Very, very fun.
Well, we got your fight pick. We know. Do you feel you're gonna knock him out by the third round? And like you said, you want Mundell next. We're not looking past your opponent, but you want Mundell next or one of the big all-stars. Like
I said, I want Mundell because like everyone wants to fight the champion, or because everyone wants to become a champion. But that is not my goal to fight Mundell, because
not
like I can fight like anyone. For example, if they're gonna ask me fight Perry and Mundell, I'm gonna pick Perry because he is Mrs. Violence. Like I'd like to fight the toughest one, and Mandel is good too. Like for me, like how experienced he is. Like he's the most experienced, not because he's the champion now, but he's the only one who made me problem when I was fighting him. The rest of the guys, they are good, they are tough. No offense to anyone, but I did the game. But when I was fighting Mandel, I was playing his game. He is smart. He is technical. Like this is why, like, it's a challenge for me, not because he's the champion. Maybe he's gonna lose the fight. Maybe another guy is gonna be the champion. I gonna still want to fight Mandel. Like just for me, not.
Yeah, you want to get that. You want to get that win back.
Yes, because like he's the man who made me to continue to want to fight Bkfc. He beat me. The last 2 rounds, he beat me good. Like my face was like, 2 weeks I was bad, but he made me to continue Bkfc. Like he gave me that lessons. Like he couldn't put me down. I dropped him on the second one. The first I don't remember. I remember I dropped him, but he beat me good, and was a good lesson.
Well, thank you, Mundell, for beating him, so that he wants to keep fighting.
you put that desire in his heart to run that back. You're a different fighter now. You know the old saying: styles make fights, but toughness makes good fighters. So that's going to be great. So we're really looking forward to doing that. So before we let you go, as always, as custom with Bones to Domes, we'd like to give you an opportunity to give shout outs to sponsors, family, friends, anybody who has been part of this amazing journey leading up to your main event on Friday. Your time, brother. Go for it.
Man, first I want to thank to my family, to my wife. She's supporting me in everything what I'm doing. And I'm in the gym and I'm practicing this because he's helping me with the kids and with our family problem. Like I want to thank to my coaches because they spend their time with me and they give all their best they're sharing to me. I want to say thank you to Aura Med Spa, is one of my sponsors, and they are supporting me with everything I need to get ready for the fight. And I just got a new sponsors like Bare Knuckles Whiskey. I want to thank
Nice.
them
Yeah.
for
Oh,
and
I
I want
seen
to say
they're out of Virginia, right?
yes, and
Yeah.
they are from Manassas too.
Yeah, nice. I'll have
Yeah.
to bring me a bottle back, or I'll have to send it back with whoever's driving back, because I'm gonna
Yes.
fly
When
back.
you
I'm riding
when
down,
you're
but I'm
gonna come, I'm
flying
gonna
back.
invite you to my house and I'm gonna give you one. Uh,
All my
Yes,
family
I want
lives
to
right
say
there.
like thank you to all the students at Disciple MMA who was like part of my training camp, and he was helping me. Like thank you everyone who could make it and who could stay in the ring with me, like for sparring and for everything. Thank you.
all right. Rock and roll, rock and roll, man. Well, we are going to let you relax and get ready for your big day. You got it coming up. We're all excited for you, man. You know, you're a BKFC OG, and you're getting that main event opportunity to continue to make that name for you. Thank you for coming on Bones to Domes with us, Stanislav. It's always good to have you on here.
Thank
We
you
will
for
see
having
you
me.
Wednesday. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll see you Thursday.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Yes,
Bye
sir.
bye.
Oh man, Tony, it's so pleasing to hear your voice. I know that sounds, because you don't have the best voice. I mean, I do, but I'm just kidding. I definitely want to give Tony a shout out and definitely show him the.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Go ahead and see.
With our new logo on the back.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Definitely sporting the Bones to Domes tee. Really quality T-shirt on top of that, man. I mean, we're gonna have to start calling you DJ TT Tony, which is gonna be DJ T-shirt Tony. You know, we got to put another
Yeah.
on there because this man turns out T-shirts faster than anybody. I mean, seriously, man. You turn out T-shirts faster than tap out.
I try, man. I got on Rick Caruso's favorite shirt right here.
I
Puerto
love
Rico
that
bare
one, man.
knuckle.
I love the Puerto Rican flag. That is cool. That is really cool, man. That's a cool
Yeah,
shirt.
that's one of my favorite ones.
I like that.
But
Do we have our second guest waiting in the wings?
yes, sir. We do.
All right. Well, I'd like to bring this one in personally because he is a very, very good friend. Sent home some delicious Welsh cakes with me the last time that I was in his neck of the woods. And he's looking to make a name for himself on an upcoming BKFC UK card on April the 6th, where he's got a title opportunity against Danny the Bare Knuckle Bastard Christie. So let's bring him in, the Gangster Prince of Wales, David, one more round.
How's it going, Jeff? How's it going, Tony?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Look at you, man. You look like you just got out of the gym, just got out of training, man. The hair's all over the place, man. You look like you've been busy.
I've just got out of bed. It's 10 to 3 in the morning, eh?
I felt bad. I had to keep messaging him and delaying it because of our and I'm like, man, I know it's like 3 in the morning there.
Yeah, so I'll get a couple hours kick before I go to work.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, David, man, it's just always a pleasure to hang out with you, man, because you are the epitome of what a bare knuckle fighter should stand for. And finally, you're getting a good opportunity coming up on April 6th, where you're going to be going for a UK title against Danny Christie. Now, I'm going to open it up real quick for that particular fight because there's an interesting point on that, which I'm sure that you paid attention to. Now, on Danny Christie's last fight, he got beat by Jared Warren.
Yeah.
Now, I assume that you've been looking over that fight and you've been trying to formulate a blueprint for yourself on going into battle with him.
Yes, I'm going to fight Danny southpaw. Jared's a southpaw, and that's I'm going to come out southpaw. I can switch in the middle of the fight, but yeah, I'm going to fight Danny southpaw.
Okay, all right. That's going to throw him off. I mean, honestly, southpaws throw everybody off, man. I mean, especially in bare knuckle, because as you know, the boxing dynamics is practically backwards in bare knuckle as opposed to pro boxing. So you got to figure how much a southpaw throws it off even that much more in bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah, southpaws are the worst fighters to fight against, and I was lucky enough I spent a whole year fighting southpaw in an accident, and I couldn't see properly out of my left eye. So I spent a whole year fighting southpaw, and it's worked for me. I can switch in the middle of the fight, and that's my game plan. I'm gonna come out and fight Danny southpaw. I'll happily tell him it. He can work on fighting a southpaw, but I don't think it'll help him.
No, I mean, good thing that you don't have Mickey from Rocky in your corner. No tricks, I ain't switching. You gotta switch, Rocky. He's ready for you. He's ready for it. No. Trust me. I mean, I think that that's so important in bare knuckles, especially with the fact that the clinch is utilized as much as it is. Because when you're dealing with dirty boxing, when you're dealing with those uppercuts and the Mike Tyson-esque uppercuts, getting them as tight in as possible, I honestly think that the dirty boxing and the clinch work actually works out better for the southpaw.
Well, yeah, and obviously with my right hand being my stronger hand, I'll be able to hold him in the clinch a lot better. Danny cuts open a lot easier, so I am looking to work on the clinch and open him up with cuts.
Tony, I love it.
Yeah. What is when you got the call for this fight? Yeah. Obviously, it's a big fight. Is this the opponent that you've been wanting, or was it someone else that you wanted, or are you good with this?
No, Danny's what I wanted after I beat Terry Brazier last year. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Danny's beaten Terry. It was right that we should be fighting. Obviously, he had an American fight lined up. He was meant to fight Lorenzo Hunt, which didn't come off, so he fought Jared Warren. So I sat and waited for Danny. As much as I wanted Danny to win against Jared and propel his career, him losing has benefited me with us being fighting now.
Nice. What does it mean to you to be fighting, in your homeland again? And
kind of, sort of. I mean, he is the gangster prince of Wales. Yeah, I mean, we are talking Milton Keynes and everything like that, but it's still on the island. Yeah,
it's still 4.5 hours away from me. I've never fought at home. I've had 93 pro fights, and I've never fought in my hometown.
Really?
That's the closest I've fought is 70 miles away from here, which is Swansea. And that's still an hour and 30 minutes away.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I've never fought at home. I've always been the away fighter.
How do you feel? How do you feel about fighting at light heavyweight? How do you feel? It's
a great weight for me. Anything between like 180 and 190 pounds is perfect for me. I walk around up to 205 when I'm not training. I've had 2 weeks now of eating clean, and I've dropped down to 194, pretty quickly. And I'm still eating 6-7 times a day. So light heavyweight is perfect for me. Cruiserweight, I have fought bare knuckle at cruiserweight, and there's a massive weight difference, and they're a lot bigger. And I think anything lower than light heavyweight, it would kill me in the weight cut. Even though I used to cut the 155 when I fought MMA, I can't do it anymore. I'm getting old. I'm 37 now.
Well, there's a paradigm shift.
That's young.
There's a paradigm shift in 205 as well, because if you're walking around at about 205 and you're fighting at cruiserweight, there's an extra weight. There's an extra weight that's involved, but plus also that there's also a different power dynamic that's involved. At cruiserweight. And honestly, from what we've seen from you, from the amazing fights that you've given us with BKFC, I honestly think that you're at the ideal weight, because your weight cut is not going to be as drastic.
No, I mean, my weight cut is so good. I can have breakfast the day of the weigh-in. It's only something small, like a couple of eggs and a bit of bacon, but I can eat.
Not a true English breakfast, not a complete English breakfast. You'd have to put out the fried bread and the kippers.
Yeah, just leave out the fried bread. But no, I can eat all the way up until I weigh in. I just lay off the carbs for like 2 days and
but that means you're not laying off the Welsh cakes. Fuck that noise. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, as much as I live in Wales, I don't eat Welsh cakes that regularly. I can't remember. I think
that's more Sean Wheelock thing. That's more of a Sean Wheelock and definitely my thing. Also, Sean wanted to say hello, of course, because the last time that we had him on Bones to Domes, behind him on camera, the flag that you gave to me to give to him is now a place of honor on that, and I'm like, hey, you know, the way that you set up the frame and such, you can literally see David Brown's DNA right there in the corner. And you know, he's not. Don't worry, he's not planning to clone you or any kind of shit.
No, well,
it's in a place of honor on his wall. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, he WhatsApped me after he got it, and he said let us up in his office, and it's nice to have done that for him.
Yeah. Tony, you know, I got to tell you, man, the UK, every time that I go to the UK, I mean, I'm hoping to try to make it down to this one. It's been a while, unfortunately, since the last time that I've been in the UK. The last time I was there was the crazy ass fight in London, man, and just all kinds of crazy shit going on during that.
When I beat Terry Brazier was the last time you were there. You've announced all of my BKFC fights, so I'd like to continue it.
I would love to continue it, man, because I'm going to tell you, nobody brings the gangster Prince of Wales to the ring better than me. Let me tell you that.
They don't. No, the best times are bad for money.
I definitely know that. But, you know, different place for BKFC as well. You know, different location for BKFC on this one. And, you know, a couple title fights. I think we got about 3 title fights on the entire card. Yeah. So a really good opportunity to showcase. Plus, not only that, there's going to be new streaming avenues available for this particular. We got Fubo TV in America. We've got Amazon Prime, you know, so there's going to be so much of a bigger audience watching your fight this time out.
That's the first I've heard of that. That's brilliant news. It just shows how much the sport is growing and becoming more in the mainstream. That's amazing. That's amazing news.
That the last card. I was at the last card. I wasn't at the Albuquerque card, and that's how I watched it. I went to go watch it on the app, and then I switched it to actually watch it on Fubo TV.
That's cool. So
now
you still pay the app sort of fee, and then it puts you on there, or
it'll still show up on the app. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to watch it on there because I have it anyways. So I just figured, let me check it out on both or whatever. But then I switched it to Fubo, and I watched it on Fubo for the whole time. But yeah, just all the big things that they're doing. That they got a Roku TV. It's crazy because I was just watching. I had the Roku TV on, and on 3 or 4 of the Roku channels, there was 4 different bare knuckle events going on. Yeah, all at BKFC, just different shows like BKFC 5 or whatever, 12.
Really?
Cool. Like if you go on Roku TV right now, at least on 2 of the channels, there's always BKFC just running all day long.
So they just show past events. That's pretty cool. It's like like BT Sport in the UK does for the UFC. They put every night or every 8 hours in the morning there's a UFC card on there. But yeah, that's great. As again, it shows how much BKFC is becoming in the mainstream.
What's the reception been like for what you've seen in the UK as far as, because it's nothing new in the UK, but our brand is different. What's been the reception for BKFC in the UK that you've seen?
It's huge. Everyone loves it. It's huge. I think everyone loves the concept of it, where it's not bare knuckle boxing, it's bare knuckle fighting with the clinch and the working clinch. The round ring as well, I think, is a massive selling point for the UK. With it being different, it's not a square ring. It's huge. Yeah, BKFC is landing in the UK and it's here to stay. It's good to see.
Tony, this is music to my ears, man. I'm going to tell you, this is beautiful, beautiful stuff right here. And, he's absolutely right. Just watching the overall evolution of BKFC. I mean, and now, we just got some news that the fight nights have come back. It's been almost 2 years since the last time that we saw a fight night with BKFC. I believe it was BKFC Fight Night Tampa 2, July 22nd was the last, and that was 2022. So it's been almost 2 years since we've seen a fight night. So look at the avenues that we got, David. I mean, we've got the Prospect Series, which is the starting point. We got the fight nights. We got the fight nights, which is which is also for those who probably have gone for the Prospect Series and now can try the fight nights. And of course, as we've got the main cards, the numbered cards, where our more tenured bare knuckle fighters look for stardom, fame, and all that good stuff. And now you've got this great opportunity. the UK title is cool, but I know eventually you're going to want to make a push for a BKFC world title stateside.
Yeah, so my plan is to obviously beat Danny on April the 6th. I'd love to come out. Obviously, I've got a trip to Mexico booked, so I'm going to go on holiday with my wife.
Nice.
And then I'm looking at end of July. If I could come over, I'd love to fight Jomi in Miami. I think that'd be a great fight for fans.
Oh, that'd be an awesome fight.
He was just in the comments a little bit ago.
And then
he's still here,
obviously beat Jomi. And then the end of the year, I'd like to defend the belt I win against Danny against a UK fighter that deserves a shot.
The Jomi fight just absolutely makes sense because Jomi's
amazing, isn't it?
No, because Jomi's a vet just like you are, man. You know, I mean, he's a bare knuckle veteran. He knows what it's like to fight. You know, overseas. You know, he gets it. So with somebody like that, as I was saying before, styles and toughness make fights. That's going to be a badass fight.
Howie said he's been asking for that fight.
Yeah, a lot of people. Me and Jomi spoke privately. I think he couldn't get a fight for about a year, so I dropped a message saying, look, you know, I'm ready to dance whenever you are. So we spoke privately. It's just all amicable, and we're pretty cool. But yeah, if the BKFC will allow it, I'll beat Danny in April, and then I'm looking at, you know, end of June, between end of June and July, which I'll be ready for.
Did you watch his last?
Bring this man to Miami. Hell fucking yeah.
Did you watch his last performance against Doolittle?
Yeah, I'm a fan of both of them. I've always been a fan of Isaac Doolittle since the first time I think I've seen BKFC. And that was a great fight on paper. I think me and Jomi have the potential to make an even better fight than that was.
Well, you saw something you normally don't see with Isaac Doolittle. It's very rare that you see Isaac Doolittle get overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's I mean, you know,
he's a very intelligent, very calm fighter. Yeah. You know, very cool under pressure. You know, he's been in that deep water. You know, I mean, you know, he fought Mike Richmond and such. You know, he for one point we thought that he was actually going to win the fight, not taking anything away from him as a fighter and such. But tough as nails, and for Jomi to overwhelm him, that's a big statement for him.
Yeah, it shows how good Jomi actually is. You know, his record is great, and he needed that big name and that big win, and he proved himself.
100%.
And to do it the way that he did it, like you're saying, Jeff, you know, to do it in Isaac's way of getting in there dirty and you know, and using the clinch game, which is what Isaac is known for. I can't lie, I was surprised.
I don't think Isaac expected it either.
I don't know.
I
don't think so. No, not at all.
No, nobody. You know, Jomi's a big rangy guy. He could have boxed his head off, and he took it to him, mixed it up, which I didn't expect either. So, you know, hats off to him with changing his game plan.
And he has those, you know, like the crazy style of punches, the way he throws, and the way his knuckles are. You know, he can hit you from any. It was smart. It's a good game plan. Like I said, I was surprised. Not that I thought that he was going to lose. I thought, you know, I knew it was going to be a good fight. But I just didn't see it going that way. So, like I said, I was surprised.
He does have an interest. You know, his jab, the way that he throws his jab, it's almost like a wide jab that looks like a mixture between a jab and a cross. You know, it's almost like like his wrist has a little bit of flex to it, so just coming right back around. So it's interesting to see that. Now with a much taller opponent as Jomi would be, that would be another opportunity to work the body and get in the clinch. That's the one thing that I think. I definitely think that Jomi is, I definitely think he's fallible when it comes to inside body work. I think that inside body work is deadly. He's got a big torso. He's got a big target. He's not going to be able to cover up as much, and which will then leave him open for uppercuts and then overhand rights. I think I've got the tools to beat Jomi. I think it'll be a hell of a fight. And I think I can beat him. Okay.
There we go. Well, he's already got 2 fights lined up for himself already. Look at that.
No,
he's already got his 2024 planned out. He's getting ready for 2025.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for 2025.
Give this man 3 to 4 fights a year. I'm going to tell you, 3 to 4 fights a year. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah,
He's got Mexico though. You got to remember, Jeff. He's got Mexico in there, so he needs a little
yeah.
break.
I've got
When
to
he
take
goes
my
to
wife on holiday.
Mexico, you know, he's got a vacation.
Are you going to Tulum?
No, I'm going to Catalonia.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, have fun in that one, man. You're going old school Mexico. You're going old school Mexico.
Yeah.
You're going Zorro. Okay.
Okay. So I guess you're looking more for traditional inland Mexico rather than more of a Caribbean thing, right?
I don't know. We went to the travel agents and it was
You got set up, buddy.
The hotel looked really cool, and it was like, yeah, we'll book there.
Well, I normally would worry about someone when it comes to that, but the fact that you're a bare knuckle fighter, I think you'll actually do just fine.
No.
What is that? Oh, come on! You know what? Guys, there has been absolutely no proof that anything like that happened. Come on.
I only watched the last like 20 minutes of the show today, so I don't know if Senior actually said this on there or not, or if they referenced it at all on the show or not. So I'm not for sure. So I'm not going to speak on that. But if Big Ben says it, I believe it.
I don't know, man. Big Ben's been known for telling porcupines every now and then. You know.
Man.
All right, man.
So how do you? So how do you see you getting out of this fight? You see it in the first round, second round? How do you see this going?
I think it's going to be a tough one with Danny. I said he cuts quite easily, and he cuts open a lot. So I think I'm gonna need to stop with cuts or knock him out. Probably about the third round. I think I'll end him by. But it's going to be a hell of a fight. You know, I turn up and it's either knock me out or I'll knock you out, and that's how it's going to be. If he puts me out, he puts me out. If I put him out, I'll put him out. No, I think everyone wins on this. The fans win. You know, the Bkfc wins. It's going to be like that.
I think so.
I don't know what to bet. So
you want third round?
Third round? All right.
Yeah,
around 2 minutes. All right. Right at the end of the third round, going into the fourth.
Target that scar tissue, man. That's what it's all about. And target that scar tissue, man. It's amazing how many bare knuckle fighters don't do that now. Yeah. Dude, that'd be like the first thing on my mind. I'm like, all right, where is this guy's skin the thinnest? Oh, we remember that cut. We remember that fight. Boom. That's where you go. That's where you go. Big Ben, man. I'll tell you, man. All right. What you got, Tony? No. What you got?
No, I was just gonna ask you, because obviously I don't know. What is obviously I'm the DJ for BKFC. I want to know who right now is like the biggest artist of like today's day where you're from.
Fuck. Well, for what? Biggest like singer and or like Tom Jones.
No, well, yeah, but I mean like of 2024, like of now, not of like of all time, but like, who's like the newest artist out right now?
I don't listen to music. I listen to the 80s. I listen to 80s music.
Good answer.
That's my fucking bro right there, man. Fuck yeah, man.
I do. I listen in the van in the car. I've got Heart 80s. When me and my wife, if we have a drink in the house, we put 80s music on the MTV 80s or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't listen to new music.
Good job.
I walked out to Irina Cara Flash Dance.
Flash Dance.
I love it, man. Because you know what 80s music was all about, man. 80s music was about having fun. It was all about having fun. I mean, pussy was one thing. You didn't have to sing about it back then to get it. I was like, where are you going with this, Jeff? No, because the 80s, it was weird in the 80s because there was all this androgynous stuff that was going on in the 80s. You had people coming out of
James, bitch.
No. We're talking. We're talking about Boy George, man. Someone like that, Culture Club coming out. Not everybody knowing what it's about, but a different culture, a different style of music and such. And it was just, it was hot, man. I'm sorry, 80s music is just fucking hot. Makes you feel good. you know, it's all about having fun, having a good fucking time, man. Fuck yeah, David.
Yeah,
Make me feel real good.
Hell yeah, man. What the fuck you talking about, Tony?
I like 80s. I'm a 70s through. Sometimes I'll go back into early 2000s, but normally 70s through 90s. That's what I like to listen to all day long.
Well, you know, when you ride down with me when we would ride down, man, it'd be 80s or nothing. The 80s or nothing.
Only music to listen to is the 80s.
So what do you have
I
picked
couldn't
out?
even tell you who's got music out now. I don't even know who's in the charts in the UK or who's number one. I don't listen to it.
That's why I was asking. I mean, I'm a DJ, and I don't know.
Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran's that's the biggest guy I know, artist in the UK at the minute. I don't even know if he's got music out at the minute.
Ed Sheeran or who would it be? Is Adele? Is she from out there too?
Oh, she's just depressing. Every song is just about either a fucking boyfriend's left her or a fucking cat's dead. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. Fucking move on, like. She sings so much about her ex-boyfriend, even I'm starting to miss him.
Betty Wright?
Okay.
Okay. So what do you? So obviously we won't be there, but or I don't know. Maybe Jeff will get a last minute call.
I hope Jeff.
I hope so. Because I know Ian Freeman's been doing the Bkfc case, and Ian, you know, he's a legend. He's you know, legendary MMA career, legendary fighter and such. Yeah. He does a fantastic job over there. But with all due respect, he's not me. No, and like I said, you've announced all my Bkfc fights, and I hope that keeps going. I hope so too. The fist bump. I can't fist bump anyone else when they're announcing me. There we go, right there, brother. Right there. Brother. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
It's like we're
gonna get it done. Yeah. We're gonna get it done because I know really what it is. It's just, you know, the company's still up and coming. You know, they're trying to do as much as they can, expanding into other markets and such. And you know, once that gets a little bit further along financially, you know, I know it's just going to open up, and I'll end up doing every fucking show, fucking show, which is the way it should be. Yeah. Especially you, Tony. You should be right there with me, man. Integral part of BKFC. It's going to happen. I'm not going to get into that with you right now, but you know,
later. But what I was getting at is that I'm not going to be there, so I'm not going to know what song you're coming out to. So do you know what song you're coming out to already? Yeah, I know. So the reason I walked out to Irina Cara last time, me and my youngest daughter, she's 9, we were dancing to it on New Year's Eve, and we lit the whole dance in the living room. I broke the sofa, I fell through the door. So this time, the eldest daughter, now she's 20, has said, "Will I walk out to Darude Sandstorm?" Because when I used to fight MMA, that's all I always used to walk out to Darude Sandstorm, and she's never seen it. She's never seen me fight when I've walked out to everyone's out somewhere. So I'm going to walk out to Darude Sandstorm for this fight. Good choice. Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. Will the DJ play it at the right part of the song though? That's where, you know, I'm gonna have to send a message to the DJ.
You just may have to make sure that is timed out right.
Yeah, I remember for the first one ever, the first show that they had out there ever. You know, obviously the time difference is different. Yeah. So the DJ from out there was emailing me, you know, all these different questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? Like, am I supposed to play the music here? Am I supposed to? I was like, oh my God, like, why am I not there? Like, so I was up to like the opposite way. You know, I was up here at like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was. It was like, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to get him ready for the show.
Yeah.
And then I heard whoever it was, I heard the DJ play the same song like 7 times, and I was like, "Oh my God, what the hell is going on?" I think that's when
I remember that.
That's when we did meet. So me and Jeff, Jeff wasn't there either, and we did the show like a watch party from the restaurant.
I remember watching that at the restaurant. Yeah,
and
was that the Leeds card last April?
Were you there for that one, Jeff?
No, I didn't do Leeds. No, I didn't.
Yeah, so then it had to been that one.
Yeah, I went to watch it because Danny Christie beat Anthony Holmes for the belt. I went to watch, and they lost all the sound. I think it was just before Danny's fight. They lost all the sound. There was no ring announce. There was no music walk out. It was just fucking silent. was a bit eerie. It was pretty cool. Yeah, they lost the sound like just after the co-main event.
Damn.
I remember.
I'm glad I wasn't there for it. I would have somehow got blamed.
Watch your back. Watch from the co-main.
I would have somehow got blamed for it. So I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting happenings, but I mean, everything is gonna come together. I mean, it's gonna come together with time. I mean, honestly, you have to look at the gradual progression of BKFC. We have actually moved faster than the UFC did when it was moving up in its heyday. No one's ever moved up as fast as we have. So
the next 5 years for BKFC is going to be huge. I've said it before. We're sort of in the golden era of bare knuckle at the minute. Yeah, when the UFC first started, where you knew Tito Ortiz, you knew Chuck Liddell, you knew all the fighters, and that's what BKFC is like now. You've got characters, you've got everyone that you know. In 10 years, it's going to be a lot further on down the line. But right now, you've got the golden era of bare knuckle, I think.
It looks so. What's crazy, guys? It looks so different than it did at BKFC 1. Man,
just watch the product.
Look at BKFC 1 through 10. Look at BKFC 1 through 10. It's just amazing how much that we've grown from that. I mean, BKFC 1, I still say to this day, it'll be 21 years that I've been on the microphone this April. And I tell everybody there was never a more memorable debut in my entire career than there was at BKFC 1. I hold BKFC 1 probably up to the same standard as UFC 1. I mean, it was groundbreaking. It was brand new. People didn't know exactly what to do with it. Everybody at the beginning said in the States, there's no fucking way that this will work. There's no fucking way this will work. Not only did it work, it had a rocket up its ass.
Yes, and a new sport, and I bet a lot of people didn't think it would take off like it has, but it has. And especially in the UK, we had BKB over here, but BKFC is taking off a lot quicker than that has.
Agreed.
I can imagine. I mean, I remember when when UFC first came out, my dad was a huge UFC fan. He used to always try to get me to watch it. Me, myself, I was a WWF fan, wrestling fan. So, I was like, I don't want to watch that crap. It honestly, it wasn't until Ken Shamrock came from UFC to WWE. And I was like, all right, let me check out some of this UFC stuff. You know what I mean? That I started actually paying attention to it because of the merge. But it's the same way now. I just went, we just got back from Hollywood doing the show there. And I went to go cash my check at the bank. And all of a sudden, the bank teller reads my check. She sees that it says Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And she's like, oh, I was just watching this last night. Or not, it wasn't last night. Whatever. The other night with my son. He's a huge fan, and it was my first show that I watched with him. And I was like, what? It was this like 60-year-old woman. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, so we got fans everywhere. Same thing. I went to a barbershop to get a haircut, and I had it's an all-ladies barbershop, sports barbershop. I go in there, and the lady that's cutting my hair, asked me what I'm doing this weekend or whatever. I tell her I'm about to fly out for the fights, and every girl in there, every woman in there knew what BKFC was. Like,
it's amazing. It's great. I seen that there was a bare knuckle answer on a TV show you guys have. Jeopardy, was it?
Yeah. That was amazing. We had a square on the Jeopardy board. That's
I've never seen Jeopardy, or I've no idea what the fucking show's about, but I seen that we had a thing on it, so that's pretty cool.
No, there's a show in the UK that's been around even longer than that. I think it's called is Countdown still on the air?
Yeah, Countdown's still on.
Yeah, dude, Tony, that's been around probably longer than and it's a word game. It's a word game with vowels and consonants and such. I mean, it's not exactly like Wheel of Fortune, but it's all about putting words together and going after that countdown teapot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude! I was brought up on UK. I was brought up on UK culture. My father was a big Anglophile, so I was brought up on Only Fools and Horses. Well, I fucking love
that. That's brilliant.
I love that show. I've seen the musical. It's fucking badass. But I think probably as far as UK television shows, my favorite will always be, in my opinion, what is still considered the greatest show of all time over there, and that was Faulty fucking Towers.
Faulty Towers was great, yeah.
Oh my God, Tony, have you ever seen that?
No, the only thing I know is like,
maybe I have.
It's like James Bond.
Oh, dude. If you are a fan of amazing comedy, now granted, this was in the mid 70s. This was in the mid 80s, yeah. But it was John Cleese completely unfiltered.
Yeah.
Completely unfiltered.
Yeah, you could never put it on TV now with what was said.
Oh my God. The Germans,
like UK blazing saddles.
You couldn't put that on American TV, these days. Oh my God. That was just so badass. Check that out, Tony. Faulty Towers is the name of the show. It's amazing.
We'll have to add that to my watch list. I got like 100 other things.
Oh, what else was I watching? I was watching the IT Crowd. That's another one that I love. You've seen that one, right, Dave?
Yeah. I've seen it. I don't watch it a lot, but I've seen it on the TV.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite show as of right now? If you pay attention to television.
Trigger Point. We just watched. It's about
okay.
UK bomb disposal team.
I know about it. I know about Trigger Point.
Yeah. So that's the last thing I watched, and it was on. I think it was like 6 episodes or something like that.
So I'm kind of watching the American version of that called SWAT right now.
All right.
That's what I'm watching now. I'm like in the 3rd season or something. It's I guess kind of the same thing. They defuse bombs and all that, and different robots and stuff that they have, and tanks and stuff.
So that's cool. The last thing I go into. Other than that, I don't really watch much TV. There's EastEnders on and stuff like that, but I'm not really big into TV here.
Okay. But the one thing that I do like about UK shows, they know when to stop.
Yeah.
They know they know when to fucking stop. They know when their run's been through. They leave at the perfect
time. At the right time. They don't
drag it on. Time, they don't let the premise get fucking thin and boring. So definitely props to that, actually, as far as that. Like I said, man, Anglophile, just like Sean, but Sean and Sean's wife and everything like that. So always asking you for Welsh cakes, always asking you for some kind of comfort. In fact, what else did you send me back with? Did you send me back with like a bottle of something?
Yeah, Penderyn whiskey. So it's a Welsh whiskey.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Like a glass. Yeah. He said he drinks whiskey, and then he got me a barbecue sauce from Kansas, isn't it? He's from Kansas.
Yes, Kansas City.
It's still in the fridge. I've used half of it. It's still in the fridge. It's probably gone off. It's probably out of date.
Yeah, but he got you proper barbecue sauce. That's it.
Yeah, it was well different to what shit we have over here, man.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I think this is a great way to go ahead and cut it off and let you get some proper sleep. We kept you up, and we appreciate you staying up with us at such an early hour. But as always, David, we're going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and give shout outs to friends, family, sponsors, anybody that has helped you get to April 6th for this upcoming title opportunity. It's your time to go, brother.
I've picked up a new sponsor, RSD. RSP Transportations. They've just jumped aboard. Obviously KGM, the top I got on now.
Okay.
All my regular sponsors, which will be on the t-shirt for the fight. My wife and kids, which will push me on for this fight, they know how big it is, and they know how much it means to me. And obviously, all the guys at the Bkfc that have made this fight happen. And to you too as well. For getting me on here, it's more exposure for me in America. Hopefully, I'll be there in the summer to fight Jomi. I'll make a name for myself over there.
Yeah, as soon as Jeff mentioned your name, I said, "Yeah, let me." I had already had the schedule for the following week, but I said, he'll be the first one for the next week right after that.
Yeah, anytime if close to the fight or after the fight, give me a shout, and I'm happy to come on anytime.
We love it. We love it, man. Well, we are very excited for you guys. For everyone who's watching, make sure to tune into this guy on April the 6th. David, one more round, is going to be going after the Bkfc UK light heavyweight title against Danny the bare knuckle bastard Christie. David, Nothing but love, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, go. Make sure you send Jeff like 2 weeks prior to your fight. Send Jeff a message or me a message, and we'll make sure we get you back on. Your fight.
Yeah, we'll do about 2 weeks out from the fight, middle of March.
Sounds good, brother.
Yeah,
be safe, man. Get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. See you later, guys.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right, David. One more
good one.
Dude, he is always so much fun, man. I mean, he has such character. You know, he would just absolutely kill it over here in the States. And the minute that he said Jomi, I started getting excited. I mean, you know, I'm getting to the point as a bare knuckle fan. You know, I mean, unfortunately, there are announcers out there that aren't devoted fans to the sport, and I'm never in favor for that, because if you're part of this, you should be a fan of the sport. You should have been a fan of the sport from pretty much now to then. So I am a huge fan, and when I hear somebody make mention of an opponent like that, I'm just like, oh man, I wasn't even thinking about Jomi as a potential opponent for you.
Yeah,
awesome.
I was literally thinking the same thing. I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, when I'm putting these fights together, like I had texted you about, you know, us doing something. I don't even think about the, you know, the UK fighter, and not to like say disrespect or anything to them. It's just, you know, we're so locked in and so cool with the stateside fighters that it's like, I don't even think about trying to add them to one of the cards or a potential fight like that, or even like Jared's last fight, you know, who David's going to be fighting next. So yeah, those are all matchups that we got to start putting together too. We're starting to bring on more people from the UK or Thailand.
We're starting to bring people over. We're starting to bring people over. We're starting to make this an international affair. Oh yeah, I know that, Howie. Trust me, Jomi has no problem pushing tickets. If anybody can push tickets over there by Hard Rock Live or Miami, Jomi has absolutely no problem doing that. Doing that. Some big news also that came back. You know, we touched on it for just a second. The return of the fight nights. The return of the fight nights.
The fight nights. They already got the main event.
March 15th coming our way, and this one is actually going to be at where we held the weigh-ins for Bkfc 57. It's going to be over there at the Vivo Plaza at the Dolphin Mall in Miami. Exciting.
I was wondering if they're going to try to do it outdoors, or if they're gonna do it over where they were having like the Spanish section. Did you notice when you walked in where they were having?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. That would probably make more sense because I've heard that
BKFC covered as well.
I've heard BKFC is going to be implementing a smaller ring coming up. I don't even know if it's going to be this show in Manassas. I've heard some, talk that the smaller ring is going to be making its debut in Manassas. I'm very interested to see that, because I think they're going to start utilizing that for the Prospect Series. For the Prospect Series and possibly for BKFC Fight Night, and leaving the big ring for the bigger fights and the numbered fights. I love that idea, just as long as we make sure that it stays circular and none of that triangle crap.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it going, bringing it in, 2 feet or something, or yeah, at least 2 feet, bringing it in all the way around.
So I heard some mutterings that it was around like an 8-foot difference.
Oh, that's wow.
Yeah, it's like an
I kind of like. I mean, I like both. I like, obviously it's, smaller. They have, engage more, but I like the space as well. I mean, I like both. I can't lie.
I agree. And the main event is awesome. Howard Davis and Pete Town Wilson. Pete Town Wilson, coming back to us. That is a honey of a match. I love that.
They're keeping Howard busy after his his just had his title shot not so long ago. So he's right back in there again, and that's going to be a good fight. Every time I think of P-Town, I always want to ask him if he's from where I'm from or where I was born, Patterson, because that's what they call it, P-Town. So I always think of that every single time. I'm like, oh yeah, no, he's not. He's from.
I don't think it's Patterson. Yeah.
No, he's definitely not from Patterson. But what I'm saying is that's what they call Patterson. They call it P-Town.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I got
Like
you.
downtown Patterson is P-Town.
Is P-Town? Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
like
I just think that I'm going to tell you something. I love Sean. He's done so well for us, but I do not envy his opponent, because you got to figure Howard Davis coming back from that title opportunity, and that he's going to be like a shark looking for blood in the water.
See how we know stuff. How he says he believes it's going to 16 feet.
16 foot to 21, man, that's a massive difference. That's a massive difference.
So 5 feet. That was almost.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We could have used the 16-footer at Rebel Entertainment. Rebel Entertainment was tight in there, man. There was hardly any technical zone whatsoever. So if they're working on a 16-foot ring in the smaller spaces, I love it.
I like the only thing that I would say that I would I guess change, if anything, about the ring is that is having the pads flush with the actual ring. Because I've seen many times where the fighters are trying to turn or go to spin out and they run into that into that pad. That would be the only difference I would say. If they're gonna make changes anyways,
might as well have it flush, right?
Yeah, have it flush. I've seen in a couple of the I've seen let's say Gabriel Roman do it at least 2 or 3 times. I've seen a lot of the guy fighters. I seen G that one time when he was fighting against Bryce Hall. Same thing happened to him. Ran into the the post. So yeah, that's something I think I'd like to see change.
That's a good way to look at it.
And talking about her, sucks to say that the main event fell out for the Canada show, but now we got Jade and Gabby for the main event.
Hey, I'm happy for her, man. She's getting a main event opportunity. Yeah, Devin Gibson, I heard, fell out, unfortunately, and that sucks. I was looking forward to seeing him on that one, but that just gives Gabby an incredible opportunity at the main event for our first time over there at the
Jade
River
as
Creek.
well, Jade is from Canada.
Oh no, it's good. Yeah, she's a French Canadian. She's a French Canadian, so she's on the other side this time. She's on the Alberta side from the Quebec side. Yeah. So she's
I believe. And I mean, obviously everybody knows that I managed Gabby, so it's not because of that reason, but I believe that this fight should have been the main event anyways. So I'm glad to see it there. And yeah, it's going to be huge fight. The whole card is coming together. That's a couple weeks out. What else have we got? I know they just posted like 5 new events in the last couple days.
They have. I'm going to tell you the Prospect Series card that we've got on Friday is a good card. There's some really interesting fights on that. Crystal Lawson, we were supposed to have her on, but unfortunately that didn't work out this time around. She's actually going to be fighting Crystal Van Wyck, and Crystal is another South African fighter that is joining us. So that's going to be interesting to see how she makes the push into the squared circle. That's a good one. But there's one fight on here that's really, really interesting. That's got me really, we've got Bobar Hanakov, the Gladiator, who just recently was part of probably, in my opinion, the best rematch that we've ever seen with BKFC. Actually, at BKFC Miami. He's got the undefeated James Get Down Brown. That
was a good Now that you bring that up, I was referring to the rematch. Was big difference between his first fight and that second fight.
Oh my God. Worlds of difference. It's amazing how much Bobar learned from that first fight.
Well, you got to remember, he won the first fight.
Huh?
You got to remember, he won the first fight, and then in the second fight, he looked like a totally. Well, I guess you could say Freddie looked like a totally different fighter. He went back to the way he looked.
Amazing. Freddie Masabo.
And then no love lost in this fight. James Brown's coming to throw them things and come applying all the pressure.
That's a tough fight, though, man. That is a tough fight right there. And one of our favorites, our resident entertainer, our resident wild man. I mean, this guy right here. They could go ahead. They could do. They could do an entire series. They could do a television series just on this guy alone. And of course, I'm talking about the Shark Attack, Zach Calmus, who's going to be taking on the debuting Josh Freeman in the heavyweight division. So that's going to be interesting to see what the Shark Attack has got on the radar for him against John Freeman. But there's never a dull moment with Zach Calmus. Never.
Yeah, they actually had him on. That's the half of the show that I actually watched. He was on the BKFC show earlier, and he was earlier today, and he was saying how excited he is to be back because it's been a while since he's been in the square circle. His last time there was back in March in Norfolk.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's been a while since we've seen the man back in action. We're excited about that. But another interesting about this one, Tony, we're seeing something that we haven't seen from BKFC cards in a while. We got 3 heavyweight fights on this.
Oh yeah,
we haven't seen 3 heavyweight. We haven't seen 3 heavyweight fights in a long time. The last time that I remember seeing it was BKFC 41. Was the last time that I saw that we had 3 heavyweight fights on the same card. So
I love heavyweight fights, man.
Oh, I do too. The big everybody loves the big boys come out and swinging hard, swinging for the fences. Big knockouts, pretty much lifting you off your feet. Knockouts. That's exactly what
good old the Superman Ryan Shaw and Joe Ray. I don't know. We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, he's a debuter, but Ryan Shaw getting another opportunity with BKFC.
Yep, 1-1. He lost his last fight to. I guess you could say to the Mike Tyson of BKFC, Leonardo Perdomo.
That guy's going to be a heavyweight star. He is going to be. He's not the biggest heavyweight, but man, he got friggin' cinder blocks for hands.
I mean, who's really going to want to fight him? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he hits like a tank. He moves like he moves like Ali.
On his feet. He is swift on his feet.
He moves like he punches like Tyson. He's I mean, yeah. I was actually since you brought him up, I was actually after the fights, I was with both of them when they were going to interview with Susan Segali, and they were giving each other the stare. It was one of them good old stare downs. Lorenzo knew. He's like, all right, this guy's going to be a little bit of a problem. And especially right after, Padrona won, he turns around and tells Lorenzo, I'm coming for that belt.
Yeah, it's a little Leonardo, I love you, brother, and I absolutely believe that you are going to be a force, but that's too soon.
You think so? You think?
Oh, absolutely, way too soon.
I'd say he needs at least another 2 fights.
Come on. What is Lorenzo now? 10-1.
I mean, what big Lorenzo.
I mean, come on, that veteran. You can't fake that veteranship. You can't teach that veteranship. You either got it or you don't. And that, I just think Leonardo would be stepping in there way too fucking soon against him.
And what they have with BKFC has with him.
Maybe so.
Yeah, and with what they have, with him. He can be one of those like international, Spanish stars, because BKFC doesn't. I've seen that we don't really, push our Spanish side of the crowd. I think that we should always have like the Spanish announced team there for every single fight, and I mean, a lot of. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone likes fighting. Yeah.
We had some at the beginning. At the beginning, we actually had some Spanish speaking, with us and such. We had, but it just, it's just one of those things that. Well, wait a minute. We've got Fox Deportes. We got Fox Deportes.
Yeah.
We got Fox Deportes with us. But you're absolutely right. Eventually, we're going to have multilingual commentators actually at the event, here, there, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen over time. I mean,
ESPN Deportes has been out to like 2 of the Miami shows. They normally come out when Palomino is fighting.
Yep.
But yeah, no. What I was getting at is that he could be.
That was something we didn't get an opportunity to talk about it because unfortunately last week.
Oh yeah, I totally
we weren't feeling too good, guys. Last week, both of us were actually coming over some kind of a cold. I don't know if Sydney Smith got me sick or something like that. All I know is that I was feeling like crap for almost a week, but I'm all better now, ready to go. But yeah, we have got
I forgot about that. I was like thinking in my head, I was like, yeah, we talked about all this stuff. I was like, no, we have a new
BKFC. We have a new BKFC welterweight champion. Yeah, and it was and it wasn't a dominant victory either. It was not a dominant victory. You know, a lot of people still saying that they believe that the knockdown should have been ruled a slip because, you know, from certain angles it kind of looked like a push. I agree with the referee's call, and I know that if you're not looking for the kill after something like that, if you're not going in for the kill, well, then it's going to be a little difficult having the fight in your favor.
Yeah, I heard that's right. Mike, shout out to Donnybrook company, but yes, I heard the same thing. I heard at least like 10 people got sick after that fight.
Yeah.
It was definitely, yep, you're right. It was definitely a nice short
hook. Howie. It was a hook.
That
but if you look at the angle though, it does. I can see why people would have mistaken it for a push and such. 50-44. No, Howie. You know, I mean, technically speaking and such, but you know, I mean, it just also shows how good Luis is. Luis is just so fucking good because it's hard to catch him. It's hard to hurt him. It's hard to make him. But the way that Austin worked that fight, I have never seen somebody who is synonymous with boxing work a bare knuckle fight the way he did against Luis Palomino. It was so impressive.
And then, man, all the celebs in the crowd. We had one of my favorite basketball players ever.
Used to be Grady.
The cousin of Vinsanity, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, the one and only T-Mac.
Very cool dude. Very nice. Approachable.
He was actually coming, you know, off of, you know, the backstage there. Came walking past me.
The whole show, he was sitting right behind me.
He was standing, you know, they brought him out when he first got there, and I just seen someone tall standing next to me, and I was just like, all right, well, it's not Shaq. You know, he's not big. I couldn't see his face. And then, you know, I went and actually looked at him, and I was like, oh shit, this is freaking Tracy McGrady. I was like, Jan, I need you to take over just in case. I need a picture.
What you got?
Yes,
John Mellencamp was there as well.
Yeah, and then I heard, dang, who else was there? I heard, Andre Agassi was there. And,
Andre Agassi was fucking there. I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
And another famous tennis star, I forget who the heck they said it was there as well. But yeah, a lot of celebs in the building.
The celebs were out in full force. They said it was record-breaking as far as an audience when it comes to the combat sports. As far as
there you go, JPP too.
Oh, JPP was there. That's right. Jason Pierre-Paul was there. That's right, Tommy. He was sitting behind us
and all.
He was sitting behind us as well. That was a nice little celebrity alcove over there sitting behind us. We had a good show. The fights were fantastic. Dave was really happy with everything. And, you know, not only that, Tony, there were so many influential international promoters that were there. I mean, we had Ryzen there. We had a promoter from South Korea. We had a promoter from South Korea there. We had people from the Middle East. We had from the United Arab Emirates. We had so many people of, you know, definitely movers and shakers, seeing how BKFC does what we do. Unfortunately, we did have a little bit of technical difficulties at the beginning of the event. I'm sure everybody remembers Cyrus Fees, however, doing a fantastic job picking up the slack while we work through those technical difficulties at the beginning. And I'm sure that we won't be running into those anytime.
I didn't even go back to see that if it was on both ends or if it was just on our end or if it was technical difficulty also to the actual fans, because sometimes stuff that's happening in house is not also happening on the TV. So, and I wasn't sure, but I'm pretty sure it was probably messed up on both sides.
Well, Tony, I'm going to have to actually excuse myself as of right now.
Me too, buddy. I'm tired.
But before I do, the reason that I'm excusing myself is because I am going downtown San Antonio. My sister-in-law is getting married tonight.
Nice.
My sister-in-law Stephanie is getting married to her fiance Ray, and they are going to get married at a mass Valentine's Day ceremony at the courthouse downtown. There's gonna be there's over 1,000 people there, but they do it at 12 midnight on Valentine's Day. 12 midnight on Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna be
behind me.
So, and I definitely want to give my congratulations to Stephanie and Ray. Congratulations to the both of you. One more thing I did want to say before we leave. We actually had some of our fans chiming in about certain prizes that were supposed to have been sent out after we did the year recap show. And I am going to be honest with those of you who I was supposed to send those out. I actually misplaced them. And that was the delay. But the good news is I have found them. I'm actually going to be sending them out next week. And for all of those who won the face cards, I have got a bonus surprise that I am going to include when I send that out next week as an apology for having you guys wait. So thank you so much once again for waiting. This was all on me. I misplaced them. I found them, and I'm going to send you a little something extra for your patience. Everyone
that's won prizes through DJ Tony, you got your stuff 2 months ago, so I'm really so I just had to send something out. I literally just had to send one of the last things out, I think yesterday or Friday. So, but I totally forgot. That's the thing, because we did giveaways 4 shows in a row, and then it just got all mixed up. And then the one show we gave away 4 or 5 prizes in one show. Yeah, there you go. That was Susan Walker. She just got hers. That was a little late on that one. So, but yeah, everyone else, I was like, damn it. And I know. And then someone messaged me and was like, "Hey, did you ever send me that prize out?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, man, damn it." Some of them as you should. So I apologize for that. But like I said, when I get back from Bkfc Prospect Series, I'm going to be sending those out next week with a little something extra to say I'm sorry. So thank you very much for your patience. But guys, we had some technical difficulties, but as you can see, we worked through them. We rock and roll. Jeff. Yep. Oh, cut it out. Cut that shit out. It was, or maybe it was me. Maybe it was you. I'm not going to point the blame either way. They were technical difficulties. They happened. We got everybody on that one. The I did not. I will have to bring it up next week on the show. And,
okay, bring that up. Remind me of that for next week.
She has a cool fight room.
I gotta see it now.
Put a lot of stuff in it, and eventually my stuff will all be put up. I got a bunch of goodies. I finally just built this section over here for the show, and I keep telling myself that I'm going to hang up all these posters and stuff that I bought, and I haven't done any of it. So. But anyway,
I want to give a good shout out to our guests for joining us, Stanislav Grosu. Yes. And David, one more round coming to us from Wales, very early in the morning.
Shout out to, and especially thank you to Grosu for jumping on last second. I literally messaged him at 8:45, and the show started at 9. And he was like, "Yeah, I got you."
Nice.
So just putting the kids to bed, so I got nothing to do. So.
Nice.
That was always good to hear from him. And again, sorry to David for making you have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but hopefully it was worth it.
I think he did a fantastic job. We're happy about it. Guys, yeah, we're going to get out of here and give you guys an opportunity to check out BKFC Prospect Series this Friday on the BKFC app and Fubo TV. So thank you very much. As always, big thank you to DJ Tony, and thank you very much for the official Mr. Live Worldwide Bones to Dome official T-shirt, which I will be donning moving forward.
And shout out to our sponsors, Billboard Mats, Live 21.
Yummy.
Of course, I don't have a picture up of our sneakers, but ZICARI. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Damn it. With everything that happened, I forgot to bring up one of our new ones. I don't even have it on here. But anyways, also, and hopefully they should be reaching out to you tomorrow. We also have Get Shit Done coffee now as well.
Get Shit Done coffee. That's not that cat shit coffee, is it?
No, it's Get Shit Done coffee. No, they sponsor a couple fighters. Evan Zantar, with BKFC, was just drinking it on the show last week.
That's the last person who needs caffeine.
And he was talking about it, and they had reached out to me as well. I was trying to hold off for Goya, and then Goya sent me the funny thing is they actually messaged me back, and we're like, unfortunately we don't sponsor people. I was like, all right, no problem.
One second, Tony. We got TJ on here. TJ was a big winner of that. He probably just came in last minute. TJ, I just wanted to let you know, you may have come in. I know that you've been patient. I know you've been messaging me. I just recently said that the reason for the delay is unfortunately that I had misplaced the fight cards, but I did find them, and I'd let everybody know that I'm going to be sending out the fight cards when I get back from Prospect Series next week. And as a thank you for your patience, I'm actually going to be including a bonus prize for you for your patience. So just thought I'd let you know.
There you go.
I know, right?
So hit up. Yeah, definitely hit up. I think it's Real. I'm sorry. Damn it, I'm gonna mess this up. Real House of Hustlers, I think is their name on Instagram. But anyways, it's called Get Shit Done Coffee. You've seen them on the Mike and Miss show as well. And they are I forget who else. I know they sponsor a couple of people. Lorenzo Hunt was just actually doing a promo for them. I think yesterday or the day before. He did this little promo where he was acting like he couldn't work out, like the weights were too heavy for him, and then he drank one of those like it was a Red Bull.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but anyway, shout out to them. Hopefully you'll have it in your hand next week as well, so that we can both drink them on the show, because that's all we need is one of those and a bucked up at the same time.
Oh my God.
Never go to sleep.
Circle the moon. You'll circle the fucking moon.
But yeah, I should be coming down there tomorrow. So I'm assuming when you get down there Thursday?
I get down there tomorrow afternoon.
All right, so I'll catch you tomorrow night, and we will rerun everything of what happened at the fights next Tuesday night.
As always, brother. So, guys, thank you so much for checking us out on this interesting Bones to Dome show. But then again, every show that we do is interesting. And we will see you guys next week.
Thank you. Peace.
Serrano. Bones to Domes, boy, the intention is not to hurt you, it's to murk you. If you go against me in the square circle, let my hands do the talking, I let you do the verbal. Eat this knuckle sandwich that a Chico about to serve you. Better listen up, the other team been talking tough. DJ Tony grabbed the mic cause this dude will not shut up. Ain't no standing name count, but I think I've had enough. In the famous words of Jeff Houston, time to knuckle up. Bones to Dome, it's time to knuckle up. Bones to Dome, it's time to knuckle up. Take me up, I've been throwing uppercuts. Bones to Dome podcast, turn me up. It's time to knuckle up. You know it. With DJ Tony, time to knuckle up. Jeff Houston, it's time to knuckle up. I am Vince Serrano.
It's all about you. It's how you knuckle up. It's about how you make yourself different from the rest.
It's time to knuckle up. It's time to knuckle up.